This program brought to you by the Arts and Communications Academy at Lansdowne High School. It's the Lansdowne Show.
Hi, I'm Chantel Bevins. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Lansdowne Show. I hope you enjoy.
Hey, Ms. Curtis, I need you to check this for me. I'm very much out of all. Okay, so I don't know if it should be something between the long hours of practice or practicing.
Program here at Lansdowne High School is a really intense but real-world program where we're trying to teach the kids all about personal finance, which is a topic that's incredibly important in today's society. Following the Great Recession of '08, we still see a lot of lingering effects of that, and people really need to know this stuff, whether it's about how to write a check or balance a checkbook or invest in the stock market, how to handle a budget. There's all kinds of aspects for real. And what we try to do is to make it as real world as we can so that as these kids get out of school and they go on to college and they go on to life after college and work-related careers, that they'll be ready to handle this.
Hey everyone, welcome to the most recent history show. I'm your host Emma, and in case you passed out for all of December, here's what you missed. This month, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer has been released. Surprise, Beyonce has a brand new album. Sadly, Nelson Mandela has passed away. May he rest in peace. Jupiter's moon, Europa, or whatever the heck it is, it might actually be able to support life. SantaCon happened. National Ice Cream Day was December 13th. Minecraft is the year's most top-selling app. That's all for this month. Hope to see you again soon.
What do you call a disc amputation? A ripoff.
And now for some interesting information about the Carsons.
Oh, hello. As you may or may not know, I'm Noah Cutright, creator of the Carsons. Now, the Carsons has really been a fun series to work on. It's filled with a lot of fun characters and original stories that have really made it a pleasure as well as a challenge to work on. Now, A lot of you have asked me how we make a series like The Carsons. Well, today we put together a little segment in which we'll show you the process of making an animated cartoon. And as for now, all I have to say is it starts with an idea. So just sit back and enjoy the segment of how to make a cartoon.
At Noah Cutright Productions, films aren't written, but drawn. Like most animation, it usually begins life as a storyboard. These storyboards are similar to a giant comic strip and allows us to plan for the flow of the plot. Here, you will see storyman Demetric McDonald and I at a story meeting for our first feature production, Doggy, Cammy, and Mousy.
And as they cut the corner in the alley, Lexi comes up around and kind of just stops right here with her gang, and then you hear this poof sound effect on the side. You just kind of see a little bit of the magic effect. It's like poof. So then they turn around towards where the sound is and kind of just look down the alley, kind of like, wait, what is that? And then they get shocked. They're like, oh my goodness. And then you kind of hear the skateboarding wheels coming in the distance, and you know, you got the music and everything. And then Cammy just kind of rides in on her skateboard through past them. So then we got her kind of just skating in the middle of the shot, you know, just kind of move the background and everything. We zoom the camera out. She jumps the fence. You gotta do this 360 turn or whatever. She's in the air. And then she lands into this group of people right here. She's skateboarding through these people. Then we got these two workmen carrying like a pane of glass, like across the street. And then they see Cammy come by and they're like, oh no! And then they gotta lift the pane of glass up, and then she skates underneath the pane of glass. And then they keep walking the glass over, and then they just drop it in the dumpster and it breaks.
These meetings continue regularly, as we often continue to reboard sequences many times before being approved. Before any true animation can begin, a scratch track has to be recorded, making it easier to synchronize the animation to the sound rather than vice versa. The completed soundtrack features music, sound effects, and dialogue performed by voice actors. The scratch track normally just contains any voices, vocal songs the characters must sing along to, and temp scores. The final sound is added in post-production. At Noah Cutright Productions, before any animation begins, story reels are often created. This allows us to work out any script and timing issues that may exist within the current storyboard. Editing at this stage prevents animating costly scenes that would end up being cut. During this time, model sheets are prepared for all the important characters and props in the film, so that art produced for the film remains consistent. Also at this time, similar background work is done for the settings and locations of the project, as well as the determining of the art style and color scheme used. After analyzing the animatic, I, as the director, take what has been produced and analyze exactly what poses, drawings, and lip movements will be needed and what needs to be done. This is translated into exposure sheets, which is a drawn-out map that's a breakdown of action, dialogue, and sound frame by frame. After the reel is approved, the full animation begins. Oftentimes, rough animation is done to get across the major points of action, and in-between frames are added in later during cleanup. To save money, the characters are often colored digitally, and the completed scene would look something like this.
Mousy, I only have enough money for 2 movie tickets, so you and I are gonna have to share a seat. Is that okay?
Sure. Cheapskate.
2 tickets to see Farewell to Arms?
That'll be $16.50. Wait a minute. Are you old enough to see this movie?
Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Now that you have seen some of Noah's work on the Carsons, check out his upcoming movie trailer.
So, what do you guys think?
Sorry, man. We don't really see it. It's not really us.
So, what if I throw in 2% of the gross?
It's not about the money. We do this for the art.
Ha! Speak for yourself.
I just want to finally be in a movie where I have a chance of winning a People's Choice Award.
Why aim so low? What about an Academy Award?
Come on now, let's be realistic.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's face it, you're no Robert De Niro.
Well, I hate this. Every time we're in a movie together, all you do is put me down.
I'm not trying to put you down. I'm just saying that we just be focusing on the money. The money is where it's at. You can't get anything if we don't have the money.
Terrible.
Guys, girl. How about I throw in 2% of the gross? You can keep the film wardrobe, and I'll see if I can bribe the film academy.
Done. How about another round over here?
Here's another episode of Cooking It Up with Matt.